Do you want to do the honors? The sinking honors? Nice one. You're right about the greenery, but whatever.
I told you. Hello!
You have a tendency of smacking me in, or almost smacking me in the face with various different objects.
I'm sorry.
Or full on slapping me in the face.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're not.
I'm a little bit. I'm a little sorry.
Okay. Anyway, hello! This is Arno.
My name is Arno and I'm here to say do it up the way. Skate and the baby. I skipped them and it's drop the beat and then the
So this is Arno. I basically nagged him into coming to my Christmas party, that's why he's here. And so today I wanted to chat to you about Christmas.
Cool.
And Sinterklaas.
Sinterklaas, who doesn't know it? Most of them.
Everybody outside the Netherlands?
Well, they should. Sinterklaas is the OG Santa.
So what is Sinterklaas?
Sinterklaas is a celebration in the Netherlands where there's this dude, he looks like the skinny version of Sinterklaas, like literally like skinny physically. He's on a horse, has a problematic helper, blackface. But they're changing that. So, but yeah, it's his birthday and he gives presents on his own birthday on the 5th of December in the Netherlands and the 6th of December in Belgium
and Germany.
Kind of.
So basically, Sinterklaas is your Christmas, kind of like your big winter holiday.
Yeah, but we don't get a vacation day, so we still have to work because that's the Protestant way.
So. In Germany, we celebrate it on the 6th, and so do the Belgian people.
Yeah, because that's
why is it different?
The 6th is actually his birthday.
Yeah,
and the 5th is actually. I think the 5th is when he died.
Okay.
I think, but I'm not really sure why we celebrate it on the 5th because it's kind of vague, you know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you're like, yeah, why?
Mm. Also, I had this conversation with Joella the other day on Sinterklaas, I think.
Yeah.
We looked it up, and I think the 6th is actually his death day.
Oh, and the 5th is his birthday.
No, and he was born in March. Oh, like on the 15th of March.
All right.
So what I kind of thought was that, you know, in Germany we celebrate Christmas Eve more than we celebrate Christmas Day. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of thinking maybe that's the same with Sinterklaas. That you kind of celebrate Sinterklaas Eve.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's not really explained anywhere in any of the songs or any of the, like... Yeah. But there's also, we don't really know much about Sinterklaas except that he... You know, like, the old-fashioned tale is that if you're naughty, he takes you into a bag and takes you to Spain and kidnaps you forever.
That's cool.
So...
That's very dark.
Yeah.
You just don't get presents if you're naughty in, like, America.
Yeah, but that's the thing, you know? Like, ancient folklore is pretty fucking creepy, you know? Yeah. It's pretty scary. Look at the fucking Grimm stories, like the original ones.
Oh my god, yeah.
Also.
Yeah, love it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So in Germany, we do celebrate, well, we do Nikolaus, which is Saint Nick. So it's Sinterklaas, I guess.
Sinterklaas is like Saint Nikolaas.
Yeah. The way we do it is we put out boots the night before.
We do that too.
On the 4th then?
No, we do it like anytime. Anytime when he's in the country.
Right, so he comes to the country on like the 18th of November. That's what it was this year, right? Yeah,
so anytime, technically you have to put your boot in front of the fireplace. And then sing a song. Okay. And then put a carrot for his horse.
Oh, that's so cute.
And then he takes out the carrot and he puts in like some candy.
Oh, that's adorable.
So in Germany, what's that?
Yeah, we put out the boots on the 5th.
Yeah.
And we put them outside, like in the... Either outside the house or outside the flat or whatever. And then the next day it's going to be filled with, well, usually it used to be filled with like nuts and clementines.
Yeah? What? That's way too healthy.
I know, but nowadays it's just sweets.
Yeah.
And for rich people, there's always also gifts. It's basically a small Christmas.
Right, just like the stockings for Santa.
Yeah.
Right, that the Americans do, right? I don't think British people do that, do they?
Maybe.
Do they do stockings?
British people, do you do stockings? I don't know. But yeah, and I mean, if you're rich, your stocking fillers are going to be like $80 worth of shit. Damn. I don't know, yeah.
So the thing is, like, in the Netherlands, some people do celebrate Christmas, and some, like, rich fucking families, they celebrate both Sinterklaas with gifts and Christmas with gifts.
Yeah.
but most people don't.
Yeah.
And it really because basically there's like a division in the Netherlands we call the Bible Belt, and anything below that is Catholic. Everything like above that is basically Protestant Calvinist, and the people above that celebrate Sinterklaas. And they don't really celebrate Christmas, while the Catholics mostly celebrate Christmas.
And some people just celebrate both because they have a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, some people celebrate. We do celebrate both, but then we just eat on Christmas.
Nice.
It's like
I'm up for that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what Christmas is like in our family anyway.
Yeah.
Just eat for 3 days.
Sometimes you do have like multiple dinners, but with different families or different part of the family, or with friends, you know.
Yeah.
So then you do have dinner every day, but then it's with different groups of people.
Yeah.
Sinterklaas. Do you have songs? Do you have songs about Sinterklaas in Germany?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Many songs.
Don't think so.
We have like we have so many songs. Like one of them is titled "There's a Knock on the Door." Daar wordt aan de deur geklopt, hard geklopt, zacht geklopt.
Oh, I know.
Daar wordt aan de deur geklopt, wie zou dat zijn?
I know that melody.
Het is vast de goede Sint met zijn...
I'm kind of thinking, like, we have that song as like that melody as well.
And we have another one. Zie de wind waait door de bomen. Na na da pa pa da pa. Da da pa. Hoor wie klopt daar kinderen, hoor wie tikt daar kinderen, hoor wie tikt daar zachtjes tegen het raam. Het is de kinderen, de goed heilig man kinderen. Na 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 na. Oh, lieve Sint Nicolaas. Or the one with the boots is Sinterklaas kapoentje, gooi wat in mijn schoentje, gooi wat in mijn laarsje, dank u Sinterklaasje. It's the shortest one.
So cute, yeah.
But my favorite one is probably Stippe stap, paardje is nog lang niet moe, maar ik moet naar bedje toe. Paardje is nog lang niet moe, maar ik moet naar bedje toe. Zie de maan schijnt door de bomen, makker staakt u wild geraas. Heerlijk avondje is gekomen, avondje van Sinterklaas. Vol verwachting klopt ons hart, wie er zoet krijgt, wie er smart. Vol verwachting klopt ons hart, wie er zoet krijgt, wie er smart. So many songs.
So many songs. And also poems, right?
Yes.
There's this like Sinterklaas poem that you write for the people that you give gifts to?
Certainly. So a big part of giving gifts is actually the poems. So basically you give, so it really depends because there's different ways to celebrate Sinterklaas.
Right.
So one way is doing a Secret Santa. You just give gifts and you don't know who gave your gift, but you only get one gift, right?
Secret Santa, yeah.
Yeah. Literally Secret Santa, but then Sinterklaas. Another way is that you only get one gift. But if you do Secret Santa, you always get a poem. So whatever you do, you always get a poem.
Okay.
Because the poem is kind of it's like the emotional heart of the gift, kind of.
Aww.
Yeah, because it's like the gift is. So it's like you make a poem about their year, about how they're doing, or and it always has to relate in some way to the gift. So suppose I give you a candle. I would be like Sinterklaas was thinking carefully how to keep her warm and comfy, you know?
That's a very nice...
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but like something like that. And usually the poems can be any length, but usually it's not like longer than a page. Except if you're really ambitious. So yeah, so you can do Secret Santa with poems. Like Secret Santa with one gift and a poem. Some people do surprises. So we call them surprises, but so like surprises. Which is basically like a crafting thing.
Okay.
And it relates to the gift or it relates to someone's hobbies or passions or something. Okay. And then it's like made of paper mache or it's like made of cardboard box or something. You know, cardboard or something. And it's always like, for example, I got like a fucking piano made of cardboard, and then I had in the back you have to like open the back, and then your gift is in the back, and then it's filled with like candy and shit or something.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, so that's another way, and you always also have a gift with that. So that's another way to celebrate it, and the way we've always celebrated in my family is everybody buys a gift for everyone and also writes a poem for every gift. So
that's a lot of effort.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So it's like, if you celebrate with 10 people, 10 including you have to write 9 poems and buy 9 gifts.
Oh my god. I'm so basically every Dutch person has a lot of training in writing poems. At least if they're celebrating.
Yeah, but they're shit poems though, right?
So they're meant to be.
Yeah, because they're
just supposed to rhyme.
Yeah, so like you invent words because you can't think of a word that rhymes with like fucking potato. So you say like, and I think you're a good flatato or some shit. You know, like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If it's like it's mostly about the message, and the poem is just more like it has to rhyme.
That sounds really sweet though. Like that whole idea surrounding like thinking enough about the gifts and the person that you write each and every one a very personal poem. That's a really cute idea. So one thing that really or not pisses me off, but confuses the fuck out of me in Germany is so we celebrate on Christmas Eve, right? And usually
24th.
24th, yes. And usually when you have kids, you're gonna in every other country basically the kids go to bed on Christmas Eve and they wake up to presents, right? In Germany, you get the presents on Christmas Eve, like in the evening of Christmas Eve. So basically, you have to stage this whole extravagant hiding thing because you have to get the kids out of the living room or wherever the presents are, and they're supposed to not find out who's setting the presents under the tree or wherever. And I don't know who the fuck came up with that idea because it's mental to just. Usually we would go. Like in recent years with my nephews, we would go on a walk and one of us would try to sneak back in the flat without the nephews noticing that anybody had left the party, and they would, set the presents on the table or under the tree or wherever, and light the candles and ring some bells or whatever. And then we would come home and, oh my god, Santa has been here. Or
that's similar to what we do.
It's just, it's insane.
So what we always did in my family is my mom would like, I have to go to the bathroom. And she'd be like knocking on the front door, or we asked the neighbor to knock on the front door. And like, oh, there's a laundry basket full of presents. Sinterklaas is, something like that. It's like a hiding kind of thing, yeah.
So,
but that's kind of cool though, and like what your family always like. You have to like sneakily be like, oh, I guess.
It's really difficult when you really just have a small flat with no back exits and no like routes that you can take to hide something somewhere. It's easier when you have a proper house.
But why don't you just say to your kids, hey kids, Santa's not going to come in here if we stay in the room.
That's what you usually do. You're trying to get them out of there. But then when you get to that age where they start to doubt, it's getting really difficult. Because then they also notice that somebody's leaving.
Yeah.
And it gets... Usually, when I was a kid, we always used to play in one of our rooms. And then my mum would just do that shit in the room.
That makes sense.
Tree and whatever. And I would just be like, oh my god, how did that happen? So now that we're adults, how do you celebrate Sinterklaas or Christmas now, and how does it differ from what you used to do as a kid?
It's the same thing, except that we do it with less people, because my dad and my brother and his girlfriend, they've never really been fond of Sinterklaas.
Okay.
So I'm usually, and now like for the past couple of years, I've done it with my mom, my sister, and friends of my sister, and her husband.
Yeah.
But what changed the most is that when we were younger, we'd always have a game. We'd always invent a game that was like a knockoff from an existing game. So we'd be like, we'd make a personal Monopoly set, for example.
Wow.
Or like a card game, or like fucking Go Fish. You know, like you have to get 4 similar ones, and we'd also prepare that, and we play that game. And every time you win, you can pick a gift from the stack. You can pick a gift, and give it to someone else. So never a gift for yourself; it's for someone else.
But like one of your presents for someone else.
No, anyone's presents. Because you never, because you never know who gave what. Because it's always signed with love, Sint and Pete. Aww. So you never know who actually get, but like. You do, you know, because sometimes you're like, sometimes it like the gifts need a little bit of explanation, and like, oh, Pete told me that you need to keep it upright, you know, before you like open it, and like, oh, okay. So stuff like that. But and now we do it without the game because it takes forever with the game. We'd go like, we'd start at like 8 or 9, and we'd be done at like 1.
Oh my god!
Yeah, with the game.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so that's mostly different. That's a big difference. Yeah. And the stuff became less elaborate. Like my mom would always make like a small poem with a really small gift, and then the gift was like paper and was like nothing. But the poem was like, oh, you thought there was a present in here? Okay, go to the attic for our next clue.
Oh, wow. Okay,
and then you go, like a treasure hunt.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so much effort. That's wonderful. So much thought that goes into that. It's amazing. Cool. So you don't do that anymore? Okay.
No, because it's like, yeah, and we're all working, and we just don't have time for that anymore, you know?
Just want to celebrate small, but beautifully.
And there's also a space, like, so basically from... I don't know, when did you stop believing that Santa was real?
I was thinking that the other day. I have no idea.
Because I think here in the Netherlands, I mean, it's like 8 or 9, maybe younger. But you basically don't have to buy presents until... Like, most of the time, when you start buying presents for other people when you're like 11 or 12.
Okay.
You know? Because like when you're 8, you could, but then you do it with your parents anyway, and it's like, I don't know, it's more like one of those small things you could...
Like a drawing. Yeah. Or something crafted.
Yeah. And then the poems is also kind of difficult, especially if you have to make a lot of them. When you're like 9, it's like...
Oh yeah.
You know? So, yeah. It depends, it differs per family. Yeah. But you don't remember when you stopped believing in Santa?
I have no idea. Also, we in Germany, at least... I think it differs by region, but we didn't have Santa. We had the Christkind, which is
like the Christmas child.
Yeah, which is essentially baby Jesus. Baby Jesus would deliver presents, which
that is creepy.
It's creepy as fuck, and also it just doesn't make any sense because Santa, at least you could say, okay, Santa has a sleigh and his reindeer, and the sleigh flies. But
yeah, makes sense.
The Christkind just how would a baby deliver presents?
I'd be like fucked up as a kid. I'd be like, I'd literally probably look at babies and be like, bitch, I something. I'd be like, I fucking see you. No, seriously, as like a 6-year-old, I'd be like looking at babies and be like,
are you the Christkind?
No, not like, I wouldn't think you would, but I'd be like, this is like, yeah, no. It would fuck me up.
Mm. Yeah, I have no idea when I stopped believing in it, but probably when I started thinking about the logistics, how everything was supposed to work.
I think I found out when I was 6 or 7 because
early.
Yeah, because someone told me.
That's mean.
Yeah, and I think I was 6. I think like a kid from a class above me told me.
Aw, suspicious. I also feel like people with older siblings find out a lot earlier than others.
Yeah. Because older siblings, I think there's like a really big kind of... When you find out, you do kind of feel stupid.
Yeah.
So if you're like
some people feel like the whole world falls apart.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist.
I never had that.
I neither did I, but it feels like kind of a betrayal in a way.
No, I think
parents are in on it.
I think for me, I kind of knew it was fake.
Yeah.
But... because everyone was acting like it was real, I kind of didn't think about it that much.
Yeah.
But when I knew, it's fake, then I was like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I was like, it kind of, I was kind of like, I don't know, it kind of made sense already.
Yeah, I can get that. I wished I knew when I found out or when I stopped believing, but I have no idea.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling.
Beautiful. What I really appreciate about my cousins, because so lately for the last 4 years or something, I've spent Christmas at my grandma's again with my cousins.
Yeah.
And although there's no kids around anymore, we're all at least, I think all older than 20. At least the ones that are celebrating like the Christmas Eve thing. She'll still do like. Okay.
Oh, that thing was way too loud.
That was way too
All
loud.
right, it stopped recording in the middle of your story.
Yeah.
Just want to say it again, though.
Well, maybe.
Nah.
The short version is my cousins are cute and they still do that kind of like make believe shit.
Yeah, a little performance.
Yeah,
it's cute.
it's very cute. And I love them so much. That's why I spend Christmas with them now.
Yeah.
I used to spend it with my brother and his family, but it got kind of too stressful to travel the whole time because my brother lives like 3 hours away and my grandma only lives like an hour-ish away and also is within my like semester ticket. So, and also I like my grandma and I like my cousin.
Cool.
I like spending Christmas with them.
Yeah.
So what do you do on Christmas? I kind of
We
want to
eat.
ask. You eat. Oh, right, yeah, you eat.
It's Thanksgiving, basically. It's like
Right.
how the Americans celebrate Thanksgiving.
Right.
That's how we celebrate. That's how we celebrate Christmas.
Cool.
Christmas. Merry Chrysler.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler.
Okay, do we have any more questions?
Look at all those chicken. No, not really. I'm curious how you're gonna edit this shit.
Yeah, this is gonna be hell.
Feel the pressure. Alright, I think I'm down to prepare for the party.
Let's. Oh, we still have so much shit to do. Well, I do. You can help. Well, party time. Thanks for joining me.
Yes, with pleasure.
Thanks for sharing the Dutch perspective on Christmas and Nikolaus.
Nikolaus?
Nikolaus?
Ich bin Deutscher. Das deutsche Sprache. Super geil, Mann. Super geil.
No.
Ja.
No.
Ja.
Okay, anyway. I'll see you when I see you. And you too.
Check out.
Check out his
my
channel and everything. Yeah.
Check
cool.
out my channel.
Ow! No.
My channel.
No!
Check out
Okay, bye!
my channel.
Bye! Bye!
Check out
Bye!
my
Bye.
channel.